In this video, we will access each letter in a string to check if it's a number or letter using the string's index. So let's start off by declaring a string variable. We'll call this a value. And then let's ask the user to enter a value indicating that it could be letters or numbers or both. So this is just to let the user know that what sort of entry we are expecting. And let's store that using cin into the variable that we declared here as a value. Now to access the empty string using its index, we declare an integer variable and start from 0. So we'll call that index and assign it to 0. We then can loop through the length of the user's entry using the length. So index, well, index is less, so we will use a for loop, is less than the length of that variable value. What we then want to do is check each index if it falls in the range of 0 to 9, and if it does, then that's a number. So we'll have an if condition here. Now to access each index, we can use the square brackets and place the index. So we will, using the loop, we will access each index, and so that's really the purpose of the video. So it's really as simple as this. Now we'll check if the value of this one is equal to 0. If it's in the range, basically, if it's in the range of 0 to 9, then we know that it's a number. And if it's less or equal to 9, at this point it's all characters. Okay, so that's for this one. So you check it, sorry, this should have been here. So if this condition, if both conditions are true, then it is a number. In this case, we can let the user know that that value, whatever the value is, so we can access that part, is a number. So let's put a new line there. Otherwise, so let's put that here, otherwise it's a letter. So we can just copy this statement here and say it's a letter. And the most important thing while we are in the while loop, we need to increment index, otherwise we'll go into some infinite loop. Okay, and let's compile this, make sure we haven't got any errors, and we actually do. Let's compile this again. Now what we've got there, so let's just see what the message is. See out, not count. Okay, some silly mistakes going on there, which also means because I've copied them, so I need to fix it twice. That's the cost of copy pasting, I guess. Okay, so let's put in some tests 1, 2, 3. So what this will do is it'll say T is a letter, E is a letter. So we're accessing each one of these using that loop. And then once we are in 1, 2, and 3, these are all numbers. So the program is working as expected. Let's kind of do one more test. So we'll say test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3, T1, T2, T3, just to double check that it's actually really distinguishing, and it is. So that's a letter. These are all numbers. This is a letter. That's a number, letter, number, letter, number. Perfect. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you in the next one.